Dante Moretti died on the way to marry me.
At least, that's what they told me.
His convoy hit a car bomb crossing the Brooklyn Bridge. By the time the fire trucks arrived, the vehicle was ash. The body inside was unrecognizable.
They cremated him before I could see his face.
Buried an urn I never opened.
I was 6 weeks pregnant. I became a widow before I ever became a wife. For months, I believed every word of it. The grief, the loss, the careful kindness of the Moretti family closing around me like a fist. Then I heard his voice through a closed door, alive, unhurt, unhurried, explaining to his mother why leaving me at the altar had been the right call.
He'd faked his death to spend 6 months with his mistress. He thought I would wait, grieve, stay quiet, keep his child and his secret until he was ready to come home. He forgot what kind of woman he'd spent 6 years building.
I made one call to my brother, and I gave Dante Moretti exactly what he'd given me. A body they'd never find.
I hadn't known Dante had a twin. In 6 years together, he'd never once mentioned a brother, but Isabella explained it away easily enough. Dominic had left Risver for Sicily at 18, a falling out with their father. Old hoons, old pride. He'd built a life there, married a Brazilian woman named Ivy, ran the family's European operations from a villa outside Palermo.
Now he was standing in the foyer of the Mauricine Mansion in a black suit, and I couldn't stop staring, because he looked exactly like Dante. The same sharp jaw, the same dark eyes, the same way he held his shoulders, slightly forward, like he was always ready to move.
You must be Anastasia.
His voice was softer than Dante's. Or maybe I was imagining that.
I'm sorry about my brother. I should have come sooner.
I couldn't speak. My throat had sealed shut, and the room was tilting sideways. Isabella caught my elbow before I swayed.
She's been like this. She sees Dante everywhere.
Dominic stayed. He was kind to me. Impossibly kind. He brought me warm milk before bed. He drove me to my prenatal appointments. He asked about the baby with a gentleness that made my chest ache. And when I cried, which was constantly, he never looked away. He told me once, standing in the doorway of my bedroom,
Dante would have wanted someone to look after you.
Let me do that. For him.
and God help me. I wanted to believe him. I needed something in this house to be real. Then one night I couldn't sleep. The baby was restless, pressing against my bladder, and I padded down the hallway toward the kitchen for water. That's when I heard Isabella's voice, low, raw, furious, leaking through the gap beneath her bedroom door.
You left your pregnant wife standing at the altar. For that woman, you faked your own death so you could run off with some Brazilian putana!
My hand froze on the banister. The air in my lungs turned to glass. Then a voice I would know anywhere, in any room, in any lifetime. Dante's voice.
Ivy's dying, Ma. Pancreatic cancer. 6 months, maybe less. It was her only wish, to have me with her at the end.
And Anastasia, your child.
Quieter now.
6 months.
Almost gentle with it, like the number made it reasonable.
That's all? Then Ivy's gone, and I come home. Anna and I still have our whole lives. I'll make it right. I swear to God, I'll make it right.
I stopped breathing. The hallway shrank to a single white-hot point behind my eyes. And the world I had stitched back together, the fragile, terrible world held up by grief and prenatal automenins and the memory of a dead man, came apart at the seams. Dante was alive. He had never died. There was no car bomb, no rival hit, no unrecognizable body. There was only my husband, standing 10 feet away, wearing his dead brother's name like a mask, because he had chosen the other woman over me and our child. My hands were shaking so hard I nearly dropped the phone. but I managed to open a text to my brother. I told Luca, I need a plane crash. Make it real. Make it fatal. He likes playing dead. I'll show him how it's done. I sent the message and locked the screen. My hands wouldn't stop shaking.
Is this really fair to her? If it weren't for the baby, she would have followed you into that coffin. She doesn't eat. She doesn't sleep. It is killing me to watch.
Ivy only has 6 months left. This is the one thing she asked of me. I can't turn my back on that. Anna and I have a lifetime ahead of us. I'll make it up to her. Every single day. For the rest of our lives. Don't worry about it, Ma.
Something inside my chest clenched so tight I thought my ribs would crack. I pressed my palm flat against the wall to keep from sliding to the floor. I made it back to the bedroom on legs that barely held. My knees buckled the second the door closed behind me, and I hit the hardwood, phone still clutched against my stomach. Luca's call came through almost immediately.
What happened? What's going on? You said Dante was dead.
I opened my mouth to explain. Instead, a sound came out that wasn't quite crying, and wasn't quite breathing. Something between the two that tore itself loose from somewhere deep. He was quiet on the other end. Luca always knew when to be quiet. Finally, his voice came back. Low, controlled. The voice he used when he was already planning.
Day after tomorrow, I'll have a plane on the ground by midnight. I'll handle everything else.
The line went dead. I sat on the floor, still holding the phone to my ear, listening to nothing. A knock at the door.
Anna, you in there?
Dominic's voice. Dante's voice. He pushed the door open, a glass of warm milk in his hand, and froze when he saw me on the floor.
Hey. What happened? Why are you on the ground?
He set the glass down and crouched beside me, his hands hovering like he was afraid to touch me.
Are you crying? Is it the baby?
6 years. I knew every micro-expression on that face. The way his brow creased when he was worried. The way his jaw tightened when he was lying. Right now, he was doing both. I'm fine. The baby kicked and I lost my balance, that's all. He exhaled, relief washing through his shoulders the way it always did, and helped me up with both hands, careful, like I was made of something that might shatter.
This kid's already giving you trouble. Wait till he's born. I'll straighten him out. Drink this. Get some rest. Don't sit up thinking too much. Dante wouldn't want you hurting like this.
Hearing him say his own name in the third person, hearing him talk about himself like a dead man while his fingers were still warm on my skin, I looked up and held his gaze. Are you sure you're not him? His eyes flickered, just once, a crack in the performance so small anyone else would have missed it. Then the half smile came back, easy and rehearsed.
Get some sleep, Anna. You're seeing ghosts. I'll take you to your appointment in the morning. The doctor said the checkup's important. We're not skipping it.
The door clicked shut. I sat in the dark, holding the untouched milk, and let 6 years unspool behind my eyes. Orientation day. He pushed through the crowd, came up to me, and said I was the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. The proposal on the rooftop in Manhattan, his voice crackling when he asked, his hands shaking worse than mine when he slid the ring on. Then the pregnancy, the way he'd pressed his forehead against my belly and whispered, "Perfect timing, Principina. This baby's coming to celebrate." I didn't know when the man who said those words became the man behind that door. I didn't know how to make those two people fit inside the same skin. Dante knocked at 7, showered, dressed, performing the role of the attentive brother-in-law like he'd been rehearsing in front of a mirror.
Ready. The car's out front.
We were halfway to the door when Ivy's voice floated down the staircase behind us. Dante. She caught herself. Dom. But not fast enough. The name hung in the air like smoke.
I don't feel well. Can you stay? Just for today?
He didn't look at me. He didn't hesitate. He turned on his heel and took the stairs 2 at a time, his hand finding her waist, like it had done it 1,000 times before.
Did you take your medication? Sit down. Don't move around so much. What if you pass out?
Then, over his shoulder, barely a glance.
Sorry, Anna. She's not feeling great. The driver's waiting outside. He'll get you there safe. The doctor knows you're coming.
I watched Ivy's face over his shoulder, the corner of her mouth tricked. Finally saw it clearly. In Dante's heart, me and the kid would always come after Ivy.